All right. Hello, everybody. We are back with some builds. Today we're gonna do some fire style build. 1v1, most likely. Open world as well. When you're out there leveling, doing quests, you'll probably stumble upon the duel. So go 1v1. So that's what we are gonna go with. Probably gonna be looking different for mass PvP. I'm gonna touch on that as we go. So here we got two trees, Fire Mage and Pyromancer. Let's start with Fire Mage. First active skill is Pillar of Fire. Target spell that deals 120% weapon damage. Pillar of Fire deals 30% more damage, post at full health. Gain 10% maximum mana per enemy hit by Pillar of Fire. Not bad. Heavy attacks restore 5% of your maximum mana on hit. Attacks reduce fire staff cooldowns by 10%. Whoa. Powerful. That's while above 50% mana, you gain 10% Empower. Empower increases damage. And you get a critical hit with Fire Staff, costs burning, dealing 3% weapon damage each second for 6 seconds. So, as we can see, again, another crit hit. Passive. If you haven't taken damage in the last 3 seconds, deal 10% more damage. Rebellies gain an extra 15% chance to crit strike. God damn. Heavy attacks no longer consume mana. Interesting. While holding Fire Staff, your critical strike damage is increased by 35%. Disgusting passive, let me tell you. Another active skill, Meteor Shower. Channel a spell that drops 32 meteors at your target, dealing 20% weapon damage each hit. Costs a lot of mana. Hits of Meteor Shower give you 1% of maximum mana. 1%? Okay. Well, it's 32 if you hit all of them. While casting Meteor Shower, you're unstoppable. You cannot be interrupted. Costs 25% more meteors to hit during the entire channel. Last active skill in Fire Mage tree. Fire of a heavy fireball that deals 200% weapon damage on impact. Leave a 3 meter burning field that lasts 6 seconds. The burning field dealing 10% weapon damage each second. Fireball's burning field persists for 9 seconds, and direct hits with Fireball give you 10% of your maximum mana and bruises your Fire Staff cooldowns by 7%. Interesting. The ultimate here. Casting a fire spell places a 2 meter rune. Or 2 minutes rune. No, 2 meter rune on the ground, increasing your spell damage by 30% while standing on the rune. In the rune. The rune lasts for 7 seconds. Okay. On to the next tree. Pyromania. While holding Fire Staff and below 50% maximum health, damage is increased by 20%. Heat up. When you block a melee attack, restore 5% of your maximum mana. Burning lasts 20% longer. That's the dot, by the way. The ticks on the target. Whenever burn deals damage, gain 30%, 45 for 2 seconds. 45 reduces damage taken. Light attacks cause the enemy to catch fire, dealing 3% weapon damage each second for 6 seconds. So, this is burn passive as well. These two go in hand. When you activate the Fire Staff ability, you gain haste 20% for 5 seconds, only 10 seconds cooldown. Very nice in PvP, especially against melees. Near struck, create a field of fire around you, dealing 5% weapon damage to all nearby enemies in a 4 meter radius. Activates when struck in battle and lasts for 10 seconds. Excuse me, just a little sip on my coffee. Then we got Incinerate. Cause a fiery explosion dealing 125% weapon damage, knocking back all enemies. CC, very nice. Catches enemies on fire, dealing 3% weapon damage each second. 6 seconds. Each hit of Incinerate causes an additional stack of burning. Restore 30% of damage dealt by Incinerate. Incinerate hits twice. Ooh. Flamethrower. Create a jet of flame from the tip of the staff, dealing 25% weapon damage each second. Each hit catches enemies on fire, dealing 3% weapon damage each second for 6 seconds. Increase the range of Flamethrower by 50%. Increase the base damage of Flamethrower by 25%. Flamethrower has no cooldown. So again, I would say this is more like a PvE thing for farming. Not everybody's gonna be melee to be close to your body, so you could use this. So yeah, burn out. Dash forward, leaving a wall of fire behind you. Residual flames will catch enemies on fire, dealing 5% weapon damage each second for 13 seconds. Fire staff cooldowns are reduced by 2% for each foe hit by burnout. I don't see any use for this in PvP. Maybe in like mass PvP, 50 versus 50. After 5 seconds without activating an ability, your mana regen is increased by 500%. So between these two ultimates, we will have yet to see how Fire Staff user is doing with mana. Because we have a lot of passives for heavy attacks, restoring mana. Heavy attacks no longer consume mana, right? And for that, you don't need to do the fully charged heavy attack. For these, you can do the semi-charged heavy attack, which you would have to test out as you play to get used to it. So we will definitely want Incinerate. This is very AoE, very powerful skill in PvP. We will then go for Pillar of Fire. I like this one as well. And then probably Fireball. I really like Meteor Shower, the channeling skill. I don't like channeled skills in PvP. Maybe this is probably most important skill in war. Meteor 50. You're high on the mountain, casting Meteor Shower. This would be really great to take. And then yeah. So let's start with Fire Mage. Let's go with Pillar of Fire. Go straight into Fireball. And we will take this one as well. If you hit the Fireball, if you get your practice down with Fireball, the aiming, and hit the target, you'll restore the mana. So this is, and reduce cooldown. This is super important. These skills are kind of longer cooldowns. Well, not really. 10, 15, 12, not too bad. We will take this passive and go straight into Incinerate, get all upgrades, because hitting Incinerate hits twice, super powerful. Then we could probably go, so that's 2, 4, 6. We'll go for this. We'll stack crit chance with this weapon, or this passive especially. It's like a super powerful passive. We will then go for this one. Another crit. If you crit with ability, you get 35% more weapon damage. If you crit twice with Incinerate, pretty much GG, huh? Crit attacks no longer consume mana. When taking damage in the last, deal 10% more damage. And a crit chance passive. So we got two options here. Either we go for these passives that are more like sustain, or we go these passives that are more for damage of the dot. The burn. So we got 6 more points, we got 3 active skills. So I really do want to take this burning lasts 20% longer and go straight into this one. Because as burn lasts longer on target, you get more often this 45. By the defense. Reduces damage taken on you. You got 4 more points. Let's see what we got here. I really like this one. You could take this one for speed. 10 seconds cooldown is really slow. I mean, it's really low cooldown, so you could go with that one. Let's go with this one as well. This is another burn effect. Light attack is probably gonna be really easy to hit or land on the target, so we'll have constant burn on the target if you have mana, I mean. So that means we will have constant 45 by 30%. This is super powerful passive. Even though it's for 2 seconds, we have yet to see how often the burn ticks for. 3% weapon damage each second. Well, each second, there you go. This means constant 45. Very nice. So 3 more passive points. Not everybody plays melee, so this is useless. I would probably go with this one. Another resource for the burn, the debuff on the target. 2 more passives, heavy attacks. If you're good at aiming and charging the semi-heavy attack, you could land few. So with these 2 points, I would probably go with heavy attack and, you know, no longer consume mana, and here the restore of mana. So you could go either these two, or you could take those two and put it in the cooldown reduction if you like it more. And then here as well, more damage if you haven't taken damage in the last 3 seconds. But keep in mind, the game is introducing more dots. So it doesn't state that dots are, you know, out of this passive, if they count or not. It pretty much says that they count, so if you have a dot on you, this will not trigger. So this would probably... oh, right, never mind. My bad. I forgot the ultimate. I would probably want to go with Rune, for sure. 2 meter Rune. You know, spell damage by 30%. Even if you get 1 skill off or 1 hit off in this Rune, and then you have to move, this is still super good. 30% is a lot, so I would probably go from this heavy attack. Do I seriously have to reset? My god. Well, here we go again. I'm gonna click it real quick. Right. Yep. So this would be the final build for Fire Staff. If you guys want to make a build for, or go with the build for the mass PvP, either Outpost Rush, the 20 versus 20 battleground, or the War, 50 versus 50, I would prefer Meteor Shower instead of like probably Pillar of Fire. You could put points into Meteor Shower, and then take one off from the passive and get full upgrades for Meteor Shower. Yeah, there you go. Fire style build, 1v1 dueling. Have fun.